Chapter 22, The Road to Redemption. Akin stood on the stage, the same stage where he had been humiliated just a day ago. The room was silent, all eyes on him. He took a deep breath. "I know many of you are angry at me," he began, his voice now shaky with emotion. "And you have every right to be. I lied to you. I deceived you. I made a mockery of our company. I am sorry." He then confessed his desperation. "I was tired of being seen as a walking wallet. I was tired of being used. I wanted to find a woman who loved me for me, not for my money. I wanted to find a love that was pure and true. And I thought I had found it. I was so sure. I was so blind. And for that, I am truly sorry." He then spoke about his betrayal. "I was betrayed by the two people I trusted the most. The woman I thought I loved, and the friend I thought was my brother. But their betrayal taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me that money can't buy you love. It can't buy you a friend. It can't buy you happiness. It can't buy you anything that truly matters." He then spoke about his future. "I am not going to let this define me. I am not going to let this ruin me. I am going to learn from my mistakes. I am going to become a better man, a better leader. I am going to regain your trust, not with lies and deception, but with honesty and integrity. And I am going to find a love that is pure and true, not with a disguise, but with my own heart." Chapter 23, The Confrontation with Ifeoma. Akin found Ifeoma packing her things from her desk. He had fired her, along with Chike, but he needed to talk to her one last time. She looked at him with a mix of defiance and bitterness. "What do you want, Akin?" she asked, her voice now devoid of her fake kindness. "Are you here to gloat?" "No, Ifeoma," he said, his voice now soft and full of pity. "I'm here to ask you one last time. Why? Why did you do this? Was it worth it? The money? The fame? The humiliation?" She laughed, a bitter, hollow laugh. "Humiliation. Akin, you don't know the meaning of the word. You have everything. I have nothing. I wanted a piece of your pie, a slice of your life. And I was willing to do anything to get it." She then revealed her deepest secret. "I came from a humble background, Akin. My family was poor. We had nothing. I had to fight for everything I have. I had to work twice as hard just to be seen. I saw your life, your wealth, your power, and I wanted it. I wanted to be the queen, and you were the king. I wanted to be a part of your world, and I was willing to do anything to get in." Akin's heart was filled with a mix of anger and pity. He understood her desperation, but he couldn't forgive her betrayal. He had offered her a world of love and happiness, and she had chosen a world of greed and deceit. He shook his head. "I'm sorry, Ifeoma. I'm sorry for your pain. I'm sorry for your struggle. But I can't forgive you. You were given a chance to have it all, and you chose to throw it all away. You chose to ruin everything. And for that, I can never forgive you." Chapter 24, The New Beginning. Akin left the office a new man. He was no longer the arrogant CEO who thought he could play with people's hearts and get away with it. He was a humbled man, a man who had learned a valuable lesson. He had lost everything, but he had also gained something far more valuable. He had gained a new perspective on life, on love, on trust. He had learned that true love is not about a disguise, not about a grand gesture, but about honesty, integrity, and trust. He returned to his office, his head held high. He had a new plan, a new vision for his company and his life. He would rebuild his company on a foundation of honesty and integrity. He would rebuild his life on a foundation of love and trust. He would no longer be the victim, but the hero. He would no longer be the fool, but the king. He was a new man, a better man. He was still a rich man, a powerful man, but he was also a man who had learned a valuable lesson. He was a man who had lost everything but had also gained everything. He was a man who had been betrayed, but a man who had also found himself. He was a man who had been played, but a man who had also won. He was a man who had been a fool, but a man who had become a king. He had finally found his true self. Akin's journey to find love in disguise took a turn no one saw coming. His quest for an authentic connection ended in a brutal public betrayal, not just from the woman he loved, but from his own best friend. The lessons he learned about money, trust, and integrity are ones we can all learn from. What would you have done if you were in his shoes? Let me know in the comments below. If you want more shocking stories like this one, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to get notified when our next story drops.